Hello gang and welcome, it's Deltia from DeltiasGaming.com. Update 6 is finally here and I wanted to give you some reaction on what I think about it so far, what's new in it, and what you can expect from Elder Scrolls Online in the future. The major update in Update 6 is really the justice system. This is the entry 1, and I'm in the Outlaw Refuge in Belkarth. It's kind of like the place that you sell stolen gear, kind of Thief Guild feeling-ish. They unlocked a whole new skill line, and you guys have probably seen some of these other videos that I've done, but now it's finally here, and it feels real. So these improve sneaking you get right away just by successfully pickpocketing one person. And you do these activities to basically level your skill in the Ledgerman. I don't know why they use that name. All things thieving is going to level this. It gives you another thing to do daily because it has 50-50 caps on it. So you can only sell 50 items to one of the fencers and you can only launder 50 items. So you can do this on each character. And after a while, this starts to become very, very profitable. So kind of adding a whole new dimension of gameplay, not only by doing dailies, but being able to interact with the guards. You know, killing a guard or getting chased makes the environment feel so much more real. And it's starting to feel like an Elder Scrolls game should. You know, like this is what a thieves hideout should look like, what an outlaw den should look like. They're just absolutely beautiful. They have merchants, guild traders in here, and it just looks and feels the design. I can't tell you how fanboy-ish I am about this addition to the game. Now, is this a dungeon? Is this content like maybe a PvP area zone? No. But it adds a complexity, a layer of, realism that we've come accustomed to with Elder Scrolls Online, making it the coolest thing of an Update 6 so far that I've liked. Another interesting change was the provisioning system. A way you can make drinks and food buffs in the game got really cleaned up. Not only did they cut most of the ingredients out that didn't really have a use, but they also made it make sense. So if you dig into a barrel, you're going to get things that you would expect out of a barrel. And now if you look at the list of ingredients, it's much smaller and more manageable, thus clearing up inventory space. It just is a much more common sense system. Now, personally, I don't think provisioning is that big of a deal in the game, meaning most people run the exact same food buff over and over and over. So there's not a huge market like there will be with potions, but it's just another way to clean up inventory space, which leads me to the third point in Update 6, which I'm really happy about, the horses. Along the same vein as provisioning, cleaning up the inventory, and clearing up some space, so too do they upgrade the horses and the mount system in this game. For instance, I'm on my level 20 Dragon Knight, GK the Wildfire. And if you notice, I go to my stable, the horse that I use is not tied to the amount of speed, stamina, and capacity. In fact, you can max out all three now. So the cool part about that is it's tied in with the collection system. So collection system allows you to equip pets, mounts, costumes in the future when March 17th rolls around that you can wear on any of your characters. So even my level 20 now, I can use the Bristlegut Pig that I got on my VR14. Or my Midnight Steed Black Horse that I want to use, I only had on my Dragon Knight. Now I can use those things on any character account wide. Plus, each character has their own separate amount of riding skill. The cool thing about this is, if you had basically 3 horses that were trained up fully in speed, stamina, or capacity, you get all 3 benefits. Now for me, I spent about 120,000 gold on speed horses, so I can't go back and get refunded that. But the cool thing is now I can use whatever horse that I've bought, whatever pet and costume I've got on my account. Love the collection system and the horse changes. Another major change that might not affect everyone, but I think is really vital to the game, is PvP. Now, if you're new to PvP or don't play it a lot, what really changed here is the AoE caps. So before you could only hit 6 people with damage abilities. Now you can hit 100. 6 people are going to get your full 100% of the damage that you do. The next 24 I think are getting a slightly reduced amount, and then any after that get another reduced amount. Hypothetically, what this will do is stop the zerging. We haven't yet to see that happen yet, but I think it's a good change. What I've played today seemed a lot more fun and a lot more vibrant. Another good change is the healing debuff system. Before, you could be 100% heal debuff. Now, there's probably a couple little things that got through the cracks, making it still possible to be 100% heal debuff, but not like before. A meat bag, a dark flare, 2 meat bags, 2 dark flares, and you're 100% heal debuff. You couldn't heal yourself, couldn't do anything. It seems a lot less important to focus on heal debuffs in Cyrodiil now. More so focus targeting, precision-based tactics, which is what I love in PvP. So I'm really happy about the PvP changes, though we'll need to see how it shapes out the community, builds, and character development. Did I leave something out of this update? Oh yeah, that little thing called the champion system. That was in here too. So the champion system is the major overhaul system, adding a whole new layer of complexity, that's the word for today's video, into character progression. Not only do you earn basically an account-wide progression system based on your veteran rank characters, but everyone gets the benefit from what you do. I personally love this system. It's an alternate advancement system, making it purposeful to continue doing something, and it's going to last for years. To get all these champion points, you're really going to have to do some things. Now, with that being said, the champion system isn't perfect. There's really some really super advantageous things to go into, and at first this might look daunting, and you'll watch probably my video and see that it's actually not that daunting. And really there's really going to be a couple few constellations that you really want to go into, and I see after a while people kind of knowing the best build again. So while it's still fresh in our minds and still cool and unique, I do think that after a while it will get played out and people will figure out where to go and why. Now that being said, I want to talk about the updated as a whole. I give it an 8 out of 10 as a whole. Here's why. Positives. The Ledgerman system and the Justice system Phase 1 really starts to round out the game, making it feel like Elder Scrolls game. Not necessarily MMO, not necessarily Skyrim, but Elder Scrolls. Being able to interact with the environment has always been the strength of Elder Scrolls, and that is the major thing to do in this game. Another positive is the champion system. Now, the content lacks in this update, specifically as far as doing quests or having a new dungeon, having a new PvP area. But the champion system allows for a super high level of character progression. Basically a big, huge hamster wheel is what it is, making it just kind of fun to continue to do stuff and progress your character and your account as a whole. But that is kind of the why I didn't give it a 10. There doesn't have any meaty content that I can play every single day besides the Ledgerman system, and that's really going to be used for gold. Not like Dragonstar Arena, not like the Imperial City. That's what I was looking forward to, or that's what I am looking forward in the future. So the next kind of updates that Elder Scrolls has is March 17th, it goes buy to play with the cash shop being introduced via the Crown Store. Now, I'm going to like that because I like to buy little pretty wedding dresses and all that sort of stuff, but really it's not going to have any meaty content with it as well. We're going to have to wait till the release of consoles and then kind of see what comes after that. So with that being said, I really think for the game's future, it's going in the right direction. It feels more like an Elder Scrolls game with friends and an MMO aspects of it. 1 year after development, I really think it's came a long way and people should give it another try. But it has some room to grow. I think we really need a couple new things to do, specifically PvP. We need the Imperial City. Elder Scrolls, if you're watching, please release the Imperial City. Day one has been nothing changed to PvP, adding any new content, and I think it's time to do something, whether it's dueling, whether adding another phase to the justice system, whether adding Imperial City, arenas, anything, we need something else to do. With that being said, also maybe a new trial would be nice, or a new veteran dungeon, some new PvE content that we can sink our teeth into. Hopefully that will come in between the console release and this release. So far, I love Elder Scrolls Online. You guys know I'm a fanboy. It's so much fun. Come back in the game and enjoy it, especially in a couple weeks when it goes buy to play. And you can see all this stuff for yourself. No monthly subscription. If you already bought the game, just come back. If you think it sucks, leave. That's fine. Come back for a couple days, see what you like. You'll never find a better community than what we have in Elder Scrolls Online. And that's why I do this, and that's why I appreciate you guys watching. Stay tuned for more Update 6 news, information, and especially builds.